we got some additions also for the 49ers. Keon White, defensive lineman from the Pats. This is what he said on the scheme fit with the Pats, not working, and now working with Kris Kocurek and the expectations. Take a listen.
Keon, you mentioned what you do best inside, but you were outside almost all this year. Was that frustrating? And obviously, you do what you got to do, right? But
yeah, like I said, no knock to the guys over there. They had a system and everything like that where I was outside. I could have been better on the outside rushing and everything like that, and just roll with what I could have done better.
We saw you literally beat Kris Kocurek yesterday when you came out to practice. Mm-hmm. Does he have what's his reputation like? What have you heard about him and how you fit into his rotation?
Yeah, just there's his reputation and preseason stuff for real. So like he's one of the best D lineman coaches in the game, and so just excited to get to work with him and being able to grow my game and see where he can take me.
So there he is, Keon White. Welcome to the 49ers. That's the banner. This guy, Rod, was a second-round draft pick coming to the 49ers. What's a real expectation for him come Sunday?
Well, he said that he wanted to play 80 snaps. That's his preference. Well, he's going to play a lot on Sunday out of necessity. We know the problem.
Look at what I did.
Wow, that's impressive.
See? Thank you.
I got to say, I like to make up better. No, I'm just kidding. But his versatility, I think his versatility sort of got him out of favor with the new coaches in New England with Mike Vrabel taking over. And that's not, to me, that's not a knock on Mike Vrabel, he tried to say in English. But White's versatility is served him well, and it's going to serve him well on Sunday. He prefers to play the inside, but he can rush outside as well. So he knows that he can handle centers and guards when he's on the inside, but he's athletic enough to get by tackles, and he's big enough to not get blocked by tight ends. So that versatility, again, has served him well over the course of his career, and I think it's going to serve him and the Niners well as they get this relationship started on Sunday. But, yeah, he's absolutely needed, and he's absolutely going to be a key piece because this is a Giants team that allows a lot of sacks. Jackson Dart has run into a good amount of sacks. He's been sacked 17 times on the season.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a vital part of this defensive line going forward. Clelin Ferrell told me something this week that I thought, I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. He talked about Kris Kocurek. Kris Kocurek, he said, breathes life into players. So it's guys that have had, maybe a rough go to start, high expectations. I think it's tough for a guy, first or second round pick, to live up to the expectations sometimes. If they don't get it going fast enough, they feel the pressure. And so Kris Kocurek, what he does is he gives guys confidence. And we've seen it with Clelin Ferrell before. We've seen it with Arden Key. Seen a lot of with veteran players that have come in. And, that's why they want him there. That's why he makes money at defensive line coach. He's one of the best in the league. His reputation precedes him. And so both Clelin Ferrell and Keon White are excited to work with him. And I think he puts guys in the best position to win. Yes. And so that's how it's going to be an advantage for the 49ers. And with looking at, who's out, Yetur Gross-Matos still out, Bryce Huff's still out. I think Keon White's going to see a lot of time on the field. And I also think they're going to elevate Clelin Ferrell. They have a little time to make that decision, but I think they'll do that.
Speaking of Clelin Ferrell, this is what he said about coming back to the 49ers, his stint with the team back in 2023, the former Raider, Clelin Ferrell.
I think I just try to be as consistent as I possibly can. What it says about me, I think it just speaks to everybody that's helped me get to this point. Obviously, I have God-given ability. The coaches, my family, everybody that's kind of had been a part of the journey helped me get back here and have a smile on my face. So I feel good. It's kind of not something that's really up to me. You know what I mean? Everybody helped me get to this point.
How fresh do you feel when you play this one game so fresh?
I feel good. I feel like I'm trying to play some of my best ball, you know what I mean? So just thankful for the opportunity. Workout went good yesterday with Coach Kris. He got me back out there, but I feel good.
I was going to say, how nice is it to reunite with Kris Kocurek?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, even just guys like seeing Nick in here or Kevin Givens, like it's really, really comforting for me. Like I said, it's just coming back home.
There he is. So see, ta-da! Now I'm back to being myself. I did the reverse quick change for you at home. See, that was just it. So Ferrell and White, those are two healthy bodies. Again, let's knock on wood because with this team, you just don't never know. Realistically, Rod, what can these two very good defensive linemen bring on Sunday?
I mean, just the fact that they're warm bodies that are able to play. I mean, listen, you're not going to have Huff, obviously. Yetur Gross-Matos, he's more than likely not going to be up. Sam Okuwanu, more than likely, is not going to be up. So, as we talked about before, with specifically with Ferrell, his familiarity with the system with Kris Kocurek means it's almost a plug-and-play situation.
Right.
And listen, Clelin Ferrell, he's feeling good because, A, he's in a familiar situation. He's no longer with the Raiders. He's still in the league, and he has a chance to show, improve, and get some playing time and possibly get something beyond that. So Clelin Ferrell, this is a chance for him to get a job and possibly keep a job. But his familiarity and the fact that he's healthy, along with, as we were talking about with Keon White, that's the key for the Niners is coming up Sunday because they just don't have enough bodies at that position.